Hello everybody, this is Megan. Welcome to Business English class. This is lesson 2 of composing internal and external business documents, and this is part 1 of today's lesson. Okay, so let's go. Today then guys, we are going to look at internal and external documents, and this is week 11 for Brian's class, and this is week 9 for Megan's class. So today we will look at internal and external communication. We will compose a range of communications for business purposes to include letters and electronic communication, text messages and emails. And then we will proofread an email. Okay, so let's go. Internal and external communication then, guys. So we looked at this last week, but can you remember what they are? So you can pause the video here while you think about that. But I'm just going to move on. Well, when the members of an organization communicate with each other, it is called internal communication. When there is a communication between members of the organization and outside parties, it is called external communication. These are two types of communication which can be used in the corporate world. So, distinguishing between internal and external communication. This was a worksheet that we started for Brian and that we looked at last week. We should be able to answer all of the questions on it today. So we said the agenda and the memo were internal, the letter to the candidate and the text message were external, and the meeting was internal. Okay, so let's start composing or writing our documents. And the first document that we are going to look at today is formal letters. Now, we did look at formal letters a few weeks ago when we looked at the different types of language, formal and informal language. But today we're just going to do a little bit of revision. So, formal letters are letters to people who we don't know on a personal level. For example, in a business setting, we may write to find out information, to apply for a course, to make a complaint, to give information, or to send an apology. A formal letter then. Open and read page 98. Note the layout, this is important, and why is the person writing this letter? You can pause the video here and read the letter. Okay, I hope you've read the letter. So, why is this person writing the letter? Well, they are writing the letter because they want to thank Mr. Banks for his help with the food bank. Okay, so that's why it's a thank you letter. So, why are we looking at letters? Well, we're looking at letters for our portfolio or for our exam question. So read this information about writing a formal letter and then look at the template. Write a letter to one of the candidates to be interviewed using the template and tips below. So, your formal letter should include the sender's address on the top right-hand side, the telephone number or the email, the address of the person receiving the letter on the left-hand side below the sender's address, the date. Re is the reason you are writing the letter. Greeting, dear sir or madam. You can use the title Miss, or Mr. if you know the name of the person to whom you are writing. Your message in the body of the letter. A complimentary close. Yours faithfully or yours sincerely. And the signature and your name in block letters. So guys, this is our sample letter. So we are going to imagine that we are writing a letter to the candidate that we chose today in our meeting. So you can fill in the information in the letter. Okay, this letter is on Shobi. So you can put your address in the top right hand side of the letter. Okay, the telephone number and the date. Okay, that's your address. And then this is the address of the candidate. So the name of the candidate and their address. So dear, name of candidate, Vacancy for a sales assistant. Thank you for your application for the above position. Further to our telephone conversation, I would be grateful if you could attend an interview at. So the address. Unfortunately, guys, we won't have a physical interview. It's going to actually be a Skype or a Zoom interview. So you'll have to just write Skype here. Okay. On whatever date and at whatever time. The interview will be with, so maybe Megan. Upon arrival at reception, please ask for Megan. The interview is scheduled to last for maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour. And please, can you bring along the following documentation to the interview? So what documents do you want the candidate to bring? Maybe references, maybe a CV? Please contact Megan on 087 123 4567 or email to confirm your attendance at the interview. A map showing the location of the interview is enclosed. Yours sincerely, and whatever the name of the company was that we agreed on. Okay. Okay, guys, so that's our first worksheet for our portfolio today, and that's our first exam question. Okay, this is all on Showbie, so you can download it from there. Okay, guys, you can play any of this back if you want to listen to this again, but I'm just going to move on to the next part of the lesson. So, the next part of the lesson is still electronic communications, but the second part of the electronic communications that we're going to look at today is text messages. Okay, so electronic communication is any communication which is transferred electronically. There are many different types of electronic communication, including texts and instant messages, email, video conferencing, phone, and fax. So, sending text messages then. A text message is an electronic communication sent and received by mobile phone or smartphone. Open and read the electronic communication text messages document. Read the tips. Fill in the blank spaces with the words in the box. So these are the words in the box and these are the blank spaces. We have need, normal, permission, group, professional, proofread, mode, name and courteous. And you can pause the video here while you complete that. But I'm just going to move on. These are the answers. We have permission, normal, mode, name, courteous, need, group, proofread, and professional. Okay, and this brings us on to our portfolio or our exam question. This is a business text message. So imagine you are texting the candidate that we decided we wanted to interview. So you are going to invite that candidate to interview. So in the text message, state who you are and what company you are calling from. Inform them they have been shortlisted for the vacancy. Suggest an exact time. Specify the location where the interview will be held. State who will be conducting the interview. Request candidates bring references and other relevant documentation. Ask the candidate to confirm attendance in the interview by phone or mail. Now this is the worksheet, but I am just going to make this a little bit bigger so that we can see it. Okay, so this is a sample text message that you can use to help you write this portfolio question. So hello, name of candidate. This is Megan calling from LMETB or the business that we decided on. You have been shortlisted for the position of a sales assistant. We would like to invite you to a Skype interview on, whatever day and at whatever time. Megan will be conducting the interviews. They will last, what would you like? 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. Please bring your maybe CV and relevant references. please confirm attendance to maybe 087 1234567 or mpotter@gmail.com. Thank you and your name. Okay, so guys, you can use this to help you write the text message. Okay, and then guys, the next part of the lesson, we're going to do a little bit of revision. So read the statements about writing a business text message and thinking about what we have learned on writing a business text message, say whether the following statements are true or false. So you can pause the video here while you read the statements and say whether they are true or false. Okay, I hope you've done that because I'm just going to move on. So number 1 is true, number 2 false, number 3 true, number 4 false, number 5 true, number 6 true, number 7 false, number 8 true, number 9 true, number 10 false, and number 11 true. Okay, and this brings us on to our last portfolio or exam question. Compose a high-quality, professional, easy-to-read business text to inform customers of a new product, service, or special offer. And this is an example text message that you can use to do that document. So, dear customer name, we would like you to know that we have merged with our sister company, name of company. We assure you that this won't change your online experience. We are excited to share the good news. To celebrate, you will receive 50%, 30%, 40% off your next order. Thank you, name of company. Okay, so guys, you can use this to complete that document. Okay, and that leads us on to break time. So take a few minutes, go have a cup of tea and a cup of coffee or a biscuit, and I'll see you in the next video for part 2 of lesson 2 on internal documents and external documents. Okay, bye.